RFM, thank you for tuning in to our 2025 recap made possible by y'all. Throughout this whole interview, we're gonna go ahead and dive into all the events that we had this year, the highlights, and all the cool stuff that we ended up doing. Now, Fernand's gonna go ahead and kick this off, so let him know.
January, we started off the year with a bang, man. We had the honor and privilege to work with Ken Flores, RIP, man, remember that. That was such a great podcast. We had a real in-depth conversation. One of his last podcasts ever, which was crazy, but honor, privilege, that podcast was dope. Then, following up with that, we got to work with these fools, one of the influencers up and coming from LA. We got to host them with an event at Sida, so it was crazy.
Yep.
It was a Monday or something, right? Or
it was, yeah,
Sunday?
something random. It was
a very off day, man, but people still showed up for them. The vibes were great. We got a great recap video. Shout out Riser for that one. And then the end of January, man, the RF team, we went to Trippy Red, bro. Yeah. Shout out Brett Loxton, Red West Concerts, man. We had the whole crew there. Riza, Ra, Luna, Ken, everyone was there, man. We captured some dope media. That concert was dope. And we were the official sponsors for that concert. So it was actually really cool to see someone else doing something for Salem and just putting on for the community, man.
Yeah. Don't forget, I pulled my hammy that day.
Yeah, man, yeah. BTS.
BTS.
Hey, editor, insert the clip.
Oh no, I cramped. No, I popped. Oh.
Is that when we were that's another thing, bro. With these things, we're always moving. That day prior, we were filming promo for an upcoming event, and that's when you pulled your hammy, huh?
Yep. Well, we were doing a skit, and I ended up I went too hard.
Yeah,
I went too hard.
But yeah, that was January. We started off with a bang, and then we did our first official event in February.
Yeah, then we went and did R&B, which was one of my personal favorite events. I mean, we had Frosty Chasing Dough, who happened to be in town. If you know him from, following us, he was part of our events from last year. So it was cool to have him. But our artist of the night was Derek King, and flying him out was cool. Getting to meet him and talk to him was really cool. Man, it was just a lot of high energy that night. I think that was probably one of our most high energy nights, I'd say, throughout the year. That pretty much sums up February. We didn't do too much event-wise, but it was still one of our biggest events, and I'd say that was one of my personal favorites. Going into March, we kind of got real heavy, real busy. So we went to a Stunner Girl, Big Sad, and Cypress Moreno concert, which was awesome. High energy as well. Rod got some really crazy clips of him that night. Followed by that, we also had our first ever nice show at the Rec. Shout out the Rec for allowing us to do our event there and kind of showing a different area, a different community, how we roll. And lastly, we did end up March with I Got a Feeling, our first ever 2010s night, which was super cool, trying out different elements of how I grew up and we grew up and trying to implement that into today's kind of scene. So I mean, that was really fun. Let's not forget Portland Side Hustle opened up and we kicked that off crazy. We had Mario in the building and you know how that went, man. R&B vibes. We had a great recap and music that will also provide right there. But Inferno ended up going in April.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, man, I mean, March was crazy. We kept the momentum rolling. Start of April, Portland, Side Hustle, Sage the Gemini. That one was pretty dope. We got to interview him, talk with him, see what he's like. I mean, the man has hits on hits, and it was cool to just sit down with him and kind of see how he's, navigated the industry and also see him turn up in Portland. Following up with that, for those of you that have been rocking with RF for a minute, you know that we brought ATM Danny 2 years ago, man. Yeah, he was on the rise, and we got to bring him back this time to Portland. Bigger venue, new stage, Side Hustle Portland. So that movie, that was crazy, killed it. Shout out all the openers that were there. It was a great show. And then we doubled back that night. We had our 2-year anniversary Neon Bubble Party, man. We really went coast to coast. We went from Portland to Salem, man. So we had a concert that night. Same night, everyone drove down to Salem. We went to Side Hustle, 2-year anniversary Neon Party. ATM Danny, special guests, of course. And it was dope, man. Kept the vibes going. And that was April. And again, we kept the momentum going into May. We started off May strong, Cinco de Mayo, something different. I mean, those of you know we really throw down on the hip hop, R&B vibes, but we can also hit the Latin, man. So we definitely hit the Latin for Cinco de Mayo. We had Hermanos de la Vida come all the way from Hillsborough. They killed it. That night was vibey, bro. Like, you know, whenever we do an event with like a group or a live performance, it always just brings something different. And that was one of those ones, man. They killed it. Then following up on that, we got the chance to work with Shorty Shorty. Shout out Red West Concert. Shout out Nolan, man. Myself, I actually got the opportunity to open up DJ. That shit was crazy, bro. Like Crystal Ballroom, Portland. I think he pretty much sold it out, bro. Like it was packed. The vibes were crazy. Ryzen and Rod on the recap. Insert that here. If you were there, man, you know what the vibes were. If you weren't, you missed out. And we kept the vibes going in Portland. Following week, J Balvin's official after party with DJ Pope, his official DJ at Side Hustle Portland. That night was crazy, bro. Like the vibes were up, people were dancing. That reggaeton Latin music had people going, man. We were the media on the site, got to interview DJ Pope. That was cool, man, just to kind of hear his experiences. He comes from a way different background of just like DJing Latin, international. So like to get his insight and see what he thought about Portland was pretty sick. The night, crazy. Vibes were awesome. And then we ended off May strong, man. We brought back R&B Volume 2. This time we brought out Aaron Lay all the way from Sacramento. And that was dope. He was on a run. He had just hit Rolling Loud, done a bunch of stuff. He had his anthem Sacktown going up. So we brought him out. Vibes were crazy. R&B in the building. And we also had Andre James, man, local native, doing his thing in the R&B scene. So again, it was another great R&B night, R&B Volume 2.
But I mean, that was a strong May. We did a lot. This whole process of us talking about it is kind of crazy because, I mean, going into June, we did something that we weren't really doing before. It's something different. We were doing pop-ups, DJ pop-ups. And we kicked off our first DJ pop-up at Cuban Cafe. That was really cool. Setting up our shots, him DJing, and us just making like you know what you see those YouTube videos where people are just playing a playlist and DJing in a random location. I mean, that was something cool that we did, something different. On top of that, we also kept popping up to events, popping up to concerts, just like MC Bob. MC Bob was another person that we, you know, got the honor to film for and, you know, just interview as well. Rod has an interview with MC Bob. That dude ended up getting quite a few interviews this year. So yeah, that's one of them. You know, of course, event-wise, we have to have an event throughout the month, and that was with DJ Carlos at that Glow Party, which my boy here DJ'd at. We got the recaps for that as well. Like, it was just a really high energy night. I mean, I don't think there's a night where it's not high energy. I mean, that's just a given at this point. But I mean, the theme was dope. Glow Party, glow sticks, people were throwing them up. It was super cool and super awesome to see.
Yeah, man, June was crazy. July was even crazier. We had the summer going. Kicking it off, we went down to Eugene, City Nights, man. Shout out the whole City Nights team. Shout out to Mitt. I was DJing, brought the RF team along with me. We got some crazy content. We actually did a vlog. We never really been down to Eugene, so it was cool to kind of just like go into the city, eat at a Bone Vine. Yeah, like just check out the downtown scene of Eugene, man. It was pretty cool. And then the nighttime, man, Eugene turns up. And then we kept it rolling. This is a crazy story for those of you that know, but in June, we were supposed to have our first ever day party. We're trying something different. Like, we never did or done a day party outdoors. Shout out Chicha. We partnered with Chicha to do an outdoor day party, man. Originally, we had it planned in June, and luckily for us, we live in Oregon, man, and it was raining. That week was stressful. Like, we were looking at the weather.
Yeah.
We remember that?
Bro, we're gonna get a whole tent and everything.
Yeah, like we were literally looking at all our options. And this just goes to show you like the things you guys don't really see behind the scenes of like what it really takes. But yeah, that week we were stressing, looking at all our options, thinking about tents. Shout out Wes. I know Wes is probably gonna watch this. We hit up that fool. Like, hey bro, we need a tent.
Yeah.
But then we decided just to reschedule it. Like, we're like, you know, day party, the weather's gotta be right. So we rescheduled it to July. Feels like summer. First ever edition of like a Rhythm and Flow outdoor day party. Yeah. For those of you that know, like, you know, we turned up, man. We went crazy on the production too. Like, first time we ever did like stage, lighting, crazy speaker system, like
screen, the big old
screen.
the
LED screen. Like, the production was crazy, man. Shout out like all the DJs. We had like multiple DJs, performers, hosts, and then we doubled back with Hermanos de la Vida, who killed it. But yeah, man, feels like summer day party. It was dope. More coming this upcoming year. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Shout out to Chicha. And we kept July going. We ended it with Rhythm and Bowl. Again, just trying new things, man. We set ourselves on a goal this year to like, let's not just do parties. Let's try different things like the DJ pop-ups. going to concerts, and we're like, we worked with the Rec for a night show, it was a success. And luckily for us, they also own a bowling alley. So we're like, hey, let's maybe do something in the bowling alley. So we did rhythm and bowl, an oldies theme, like throwback night, bowling, DJing, concert. And it was crazy, huh?
Yeah, it was different, and people liked it.
Yeah.
People really liked it. It was. I really liked the funk that we were incorporating. So doing something like that is definitely one for the books.
Yeah. So we, first ever time doing like a pop-up club in a bowling alley here in Salem. Don't really know if someone's ever done that. If they have, sorry, I didn't know about it, but. Yeah, man, we just tried something different, and then we got to actually end July with working with Jenny 69. So DJ Carlos, shout out DJ Carlos, DJ Denver. They took her to Portland for a night. We got to do the media, I got to DJ, and there was a lot of like dope openers, performers, and it was cool to kind of see someone from like LA, bigger influence, come out to Portland, do their thing. We got to shoot media for her. She actually got a collab post with one of our videographers, like he went crazy on the visuals. So yeah, man, we were in July, we were moving and grooving. Weather in Portland, Salem was nice, and the events were flowing and grooving.
Yeah, man. That was actually my first time shooting photos too for like someone like higher end, like on a more personable level. Like I did her photo shoot.
Yeah.
Which is dope. So yeah, dude, we kept the ball rolling, and you already know what we're doing, man. At this point, like we're just trying to grow and expand and diversify our whole company and what we do. So with that being said, August was one for the books. We threw 2 events, one in Washington and one in Salem. So we had R&B with our expansion in Washington and Bellevue at Mira, and that was an amazing opportunity. Shout out to Alex for making that happen. Noche en Saturno. They're great partners and giving us opportunities, helping us expand in that aspect. Un Verano Sin Amor was another crazy one for the books. I mean, we didn't use Hermanos for that one. We ended up going with Destino Afirmado, which is another awesome group from Salem, local, and they just did an amazing job. Huge support. That night was crazy. I mean, it was probably the hottest event of the summer, and no pun intended on that. As far as other things that we did do an R&B radio at TG Sneaks, just again adding on to that diversification, that what Rhythm and Flow is trying to be. Shout out to TG Sneaks, allowing us to set up there, play music, and show love to Woodburn and do something different. And lastly, we did end up linking up with DJ Sparky, Bay DJ, super cool dude. My boy right here, got an interview with him. They had an awesome conversation, and overall that whole event was super dope. I mean, it was just super high energy, and it was one for the books, for sure.
Yeah, man, and I feel like we were going crazy. Yeah. We're still going crazy. But sometimes you do need to take a little break, so we took September off, took a cool little break, and then we came back blazing in October. And that was our big, Halloween time. We did 2 events, but before any of those events, we actually had a dope opportunity. Ladies and Gents, presented by Damian Lillard and Commissary Commission. That was at Side Hustle Portland, man. Special guest Blast performed. We got to do the media, photos, chopped it up with Dame, Blast. Like, it was a crazy night. The vibes, again, it was like real like R&B, and just like, you had to be there, bro. Like the vibes were crazy.
Bro, that was one of my favorite events. Like, just like, not even like me, like just curating events or anything like that. It's just like being there, just being there.
Yeah, like cool. the energy too, like I feel like at our events, we really, like you said, curated the vibes, the energy, people come and dance, but like the vibes there, man, like people were really dancing and having a good time. So shout out to Dame, Commissary, Side Hustle, Blast, everyone that was a part of that show, man. It was dope.
And Cristiano Tequila.
Yeah, man, shout out them. But then, so our first event, Halloween event, we doubled it back at the bowling alley, called it Fear Street at the Lane. So, we did another little pop-up club event at the bowling alley, this time with the Halloween costume twist. We did a costume contest. Again, just good vibes. People came, bowled, crazy costumes.
The costume costume
was crazy, bro. Like, if you know, man. We might have to insert the clip. That shit was crazy, bro. Like, if you know, you know. But shout out to the Rec, man, for hosting us. It was another great night. Then the following weekend, man, we ended Halloween with a true bang, man. Return of the Nightmare. Last year, our Halloween party, well, it's been our 3rd Halloween party at Side Hustle with our partnership, but last year was crazy. We had Bankroll Hayden, went crazy, vibes were crazy, man, but I think this one we topped it. So Return of the Nightmare, Devour, man, like, talk about just well, we sold out for one. A lot of our events were sold out. If you don't get your tickets early, make sure you get them, because we do sell out. But this one, man, like, literally, I've never seen it. Like, we were at capacity very early, which happens, but rarely, and this one was like, filled up quick. Devour, crazy performance. Shout out to openers, DB Rich, PDX Paradise, Crazy A. We had DJ Caniel performing. Like, yeah, man, it was Halloween. The costumes were crazy. The vibes were crazy. Just, man, yeah, October was a dope, you know, fall vibes for Rhythm and Flow.
But you already know the party never stopped, so we had to keep November rolling. And what's there to do? Well, how about the Concrete Boys? We got DC2 Show coming into Portland, Side Hustle, and that was a show. Shout out to all the openers that were there that made that happen. Shout out to DC2 Show himself for pulling up and showing Portland a good time. I mean, I wouldn't say that was our November, because we also concluded it with Hag Music Group. Man, are they fun. They came in, turned the place up in Salem, and I think it's still recovering.
And you know we had to end the year off strong. We went on I call it generational run, man. January through November. December is getting cold, but we kept the ball rolling, man. We had our double back of our ugly Christmas sweater party. We did it last year, Side Hustle. Again, this year, Side Hustle. This time we partnered with Afterglow, which is like a event production company based out of SoCal. And we brought our boy DJ Specs. We brought him out last year for Halloween. Brought him out again this year, man. And it was crazy. Like, there were some ugly ass sweaters, dope vibes, good drinks, holiday drinks, man. It was cold, but the party was heated up, you feel me? So we kept the ball rolling, man, and we truly ended off the year with a bang, man. New Year's Eve, Bella the rapper, man, she's been up and coming, been doing it for a while, got some viral hits. We brought her to Salem and the people showed out, man. We really brought in 2026 with a bang. If you weren't there, man, you missed out. And all that to say, if you missed out of any of these events this whole year, make sure y'all tune in next year, bro. 2026, we got a lot of things lined up. We appreciate y'all just for all the support, whether it be showing up to an event, buying a ticket, reposting, just any type of support, any love. We appreciate y'all. We really couldn't do this without the community. We do this for the community.
Exactly. Everything that he said and more. 2025 was great. It was one for the books, and 2026 is going to be another one for the books. Generational run for another generational run. So I'll see you in the next one. You already know how we roll. Rhythm and Flow. We out. We'll see you next year. Peace.